Good morning, campers. This is Crusader Rabbit, KBNY 5962, starting our broadcasting day. And today, for your viewer enjoyment, bringing you some more Minolta-16 adventures. We're trying to successfully, toy boat, successfully respool some 16mm film onto a Minolta film cassette, and then getting that to go through the Minolta-16 successfully. So, a viewer of the channel commented on my previous video, and I believe suggested that I am putting too much film onto the film canister. So we're almost all set to go here. I thought we would undo this, and I think they were suggesting that I'm putting more than 16 inches in the film canister. And luckily on our little Minox B we have a chain here that is graduated to 18 inches. The viewer of the channel said 18 inches of film should give me 20 shots, which is the number shown as the maximum on the Minolta-16 exposed frame counter. So the little, on the Minox B chain, there's like little beads, and the first bead I believe is 8 inches, the next bead is 10 inches, then we have a foot, and then we have a 1.5 feet. So I believe if we cut our film to this size, I could take this and kind of put it here, and then we could just sort of stretch the film along until I get to that. So 8, 10, 1 foot, and a 1.5 feet is right here. So there's quite a bit extra I was putting past 18 inches. So let's go ahead and cut it here, and then there we go. That was a precision cut. And then we can go ahead and how was I doing this? I believe I was trying to put the holes at the bottom. I don't know if it's going to make any difference. So this is the plastic side, this is the emulsion side. So I believe this is going to want to go in like this, and then when it's like this, this is turning clockwise, so it's going from here to here. So it would be from here to the short side here, so it would be going from here. So it should be, well, the reel turns clockwise, right? And I believe the viewer was saying, hey, you're also twisting the reel the wrong way, which is possible. So let's go ahead and roll this film up. course, when you're in the dark, of course you would be doing this all in the dark. And when you are in the dark, when you've just slit this out of a 35 millimeter film can, it's pretty easy to tell the plastic side from the emulsion side, because of the way that the film curls. And the film's going to be curling with the plastic side on the outside. And we want to take the plastic side and face it to the outside of this part of the canister, because the light's going to be coming in this way and hitting the emulsion. So I don't think when you're actually loading the film you have to worry too much about getting your fingers on the plastic part. I think what you want to try to avoid is touching the emulsion part. So we're loaded in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put this top on. That looks good. I'm going to go ahead and put this top on. And that looks good. So we can take my measuring chain and remove that. And we can bring in our camera that we've already separated. And we can load that on. You can see how this is the emulsion part going to the back of the camera. You kind of want to make sure that it's seated properly, and it goes down if the little screw head isn't lined up with the little bottom. Then you just have to kind of move it around a little bit. So let's go ahead, and I believe we can take this and set this to the S part, where we want it. Like that. And it's still doing it. I wonder if it isn't feeding in. Oh yeah, it's not. Okay, there we go. Let's try that again. Well, that seems better. Oh, that seems a lot better. Well, no, that's not working. Thought the problem here was that it wasn't fully... Oh, there it goes. Seems like this little stop here has to hit that stop here in order for the film to get cocked properly. Now it looks like it's working. So maybe that was the only problem. Maybe that was the only problem was, let's see, what am I on here? 12. Well, that didn't, see, that kind of rode under. When you want it to, see, that's bad. That's good. So it's working better. It seemed to work fine for the first 15 or so shots. Doesn't seem to like it right about there. Well, that one worked. Maybe something's a little rough in there. I don't think it's. I think it's the tension on the film, maybe. So it looks like I'm just about down to 0 on the roll. Let's take a look and see how we did. Certainly better. And if we take the lid off the... Oh yeah, there's a lot of film over here. So that seemed to work out pretty good. Oh, and there's just a little bit there. So maybe that's going to work for me. Maybe cut it maybe a little less than 18 and then give that a try. That seemed to work fairly well. Well, that's my update. I think the next thing is going to be, see here you can see how it's lipped a little bit. And if you just kind of like move this a little bit, then that settles into the compartment and fits flush. I think it's probably time to go ahead and cut another piece of fresh film and put it down to 18 inches or less, and then load it in and see if we can take a roll of film and develop it and see how they come out. Anyway, thanks for tuning into the channel and joining in the little experiment. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the show. This is Crusader Rabbit KBNY 5962, ending our broadcasting day. Good night, campers.